Now it's time for our favorite chef to walk us through what she's going to make. I kid you not. None of us ate this morning because we know that when she's here, we'll be fully fed. I'm talking about Chef Ruby Pencil, and she is the CEO of Chef Ruby's Food People. Today we'll be making Chef Ruby's, it's a mouthful, prawn salad with Thai chili and groundnut dressing, all served with potato flatbread. Good morning, Chef Ruby.
Good morning.
How are you?
I am great.
You look gorgeous.
Great. Thank you.
Now, what are we making today? Because our table looks healthy and delicious, and the studio smells even better.
I think, like I always say, this year is definitely the year for gratefulness and time to spend some time with people. It's so exciting that we learn about all this nutrition stuff that we've been blessed to have the knowledge of. And I just want to share some of the food that is healthy, interesting, and is great for family.
Yeah.
My son said I should say this is his favorite.
Oh,
Joseph Pencil's favorite prawn salad.
we should have named it that. Forget all that long stuff. Joseph Pencil's favorite prawn salad.
Literally, he is like, this is his favorite. We have got here, I brought in some sweet potato bread, which is so easy to do.
Yeah.
It is literally, the recipe is that equal quantities. Mm-hmm. So if you have 200 grams of sweet potatoes cooked hot, mm-hmm. and then you mash it, and then you have 200 grams of multi-purpose flour. Mm-hmm. That is the recipe.
Oh, that's it.
Salt.
And you get this.
And then you roll it out, and then you just put in, if you have a crock pot, mm-hmm. you can put it on top of it, you can do it in the frying pan, okay. And we're going to get to taste it. It is the most easiest, simple. When I do it at home, I try to use wheat flour.
To be healthier.
Oh, because sweet potatoes, as we know, there is the sugar that don't stay in your system. It mm-hmm. is the happy food. Mm-hmm. And then with the wheat flour, you're doing something good for your body, and it's fantastic taste on top of it.
So walk us through the other ingredients that we see here.
So today, what I brought is for this prawn salad, I brought obviously prawns, some cucumber, some lime, some tomatoes. I've done normal tomatoes, plum tomatoes, and cherry tomatoes.
Okay.
Cucumber, red peppers, which is fantastic, vitamin C. Mm-hmm. And then I brought some carrots, some onions, some chili, and some cabbage as well.
Oh.
Then I brought basil, mint, and coriander.
And I see is that sausage?
Mm. And then, to just spice it up a bit, this Thai salad, I love it because I think I try to do it for my children when they were little, and mm-hmm. then try to introduce different things in it. And we came to discover that this has actually worked for all of us.
Nice.
So this is a smoky sausage from Fairs, and we have just sauteed it up a little bit.
Okay.
And then also I brought in some groundnuts, which is really good crunch for the salad.
Okay, so we just sprinkle it on there.
That will go on there. And then we have our dressing, which I believe that we need to bring it out. I think it's still in the box.
Oh, okay. So we'll look for the dressing, and my producer Felix will bring it graciously to us.
And then we have some lettuce here.
Okay, so let's get to cooking.
Okay, so what we have is we put this flatbread on the side for now. And this salad, as always with many of my viewers, I have washed my hands.
Thoroughly washed it.
Thoroughly washed it today before I'm touching anything. And I brought a nice
This is
platter.
huge. This is like for a whole family.
When I come to see my family here at City TV, I feel
and know we love to eat.
And there's men here, and I'm getting them to eat salad, so I definitely make sure there's enough for everybody. And like as always, like I always say, mm-hmm. salads is about color.
Oh, so we started with the lettuce.
So we're laying up.
Throwing the tomatoes in there.
Lovely. Someone better find the dressing. Cucumber. Mm-hmm. We have the peppers.
Okay, so David is going to actually help us look for the dressing in your box, the groundnut dressing, because that's the star.
Then we got some onions here, mm-hmm. And we have red, and we have spring onions as well in here. We have some carrots, which is over here.
Ooh.
So we're beginning to look very colorful for a family salad. We have some cabbage, mm-hmm. which is over there. This salad really does well with cabbage, especially when you have the dressing mm-hmm. Over there. So
Yes.
it is that.
I'm making its way here
Gradually.
Okay, slow down, chef, because our viewers need to follow us. What are we seeing now?
We're seeing some tomatoes, some red peppers, some carrots. We got cherry tomatoes, plum tomatoes, red onions, and cabbage and lettuce. Now we're about to just do the do's as they do.
Okay.
We have some smoked sausage.
Ooh.
And the best thing to do with that is you got to sort of have that
a little
in
bit.
between.
Okay.
And stuff. Then we have some prawns, which is the protein.
Yeah.
So I like.
And you know what I like about your salads? You actually have enough of the protein in it. Because sometimes when you go to restaurants, and they'll say prawns, but there's just 2 prawns in the entire salad, and you're like, is this really prawn salad?
It can be quite expensive, but the good thing with here is also that, you know, these are things that you can do at home to spoil yourself.
So just go buy all the prawns you want.
Yes, definitely. And this salad, you know, for here as well, bear in mind that we can serve over 10 people with this. So you can imagine that the prawns are a bit more than the usual and stuff. And I like to always put some of the actual herbs on the salad itself. Don't be afraid to be eating a bit of the herbs by itself. So I've got basil here.
And what are the nutritional benefits of
the thing with herbs, for me, is more flavor than anything else. I think we eat with a lot of different eyes and flavor as well. As much as herbs has some good vitamins, they're just like green, like spinach and things like that.
So it adds, instead of using those.
Even the smell, you see, the food we eat with all our senses. You know, the smell invites us, the touch is another thing, the look and feel of it, the sound. You know, if you get tomatoes and you cut it and it's, even for example, cucumber, and it's nice and crunch, you hear the sound, you know, it's not wilted or anything like that. So with this, I made the dressing.
What is in the dressing?
In the dressing, which you will follow the recipe, we have some Thai sauce. Okay. We have some soya sauce. We have lime juice. Then we have chili, garlic. Lime, coriander, brown sugar. So I think, you know, we are working on trying to get into the studio where we can actually show you
all these things.
And so in the meantime, unfortunately, you have to follow the recipe.
Yes.
And just.
What's your social media handle, by the way? Because I'm sure you put them on there.
Chef Ruby, the food people. we and I will actually put this whole recipe and the actually method on my pages as well.
Perfect.
For people to be able to
go on there. And if you get lost at any point, just ask her. She's lovely. She'll answer all your questions. She knows that we're all newbies.
So we now got this dressing. And it's very chunky, rough dressing. We don't want it to be
all the goodness
soft.
in there.
Look at this. I mean, this is incredible. The smell.
I mean, you just turned our studios into a restaurant.
Then with that, I love a bit of nuts. I think we don't use our nuts enough. We don't venture with it. We just think, you know, peanut soup, which is wonderful.
I've never seen salad like this before.
But at the same time, this is great and it's good crunch. I always talk about textures all the time. And because we have prawns, we brought some lime, which is really good. So you can be squeezing them in there. And it gives you like that acidic taste to it. And normally what I would do with this particular salad at home is I'll put some more chili on top of it, so that you can see it. It is a very lovely spicy salad. And then we can garnish it up with some cucumber flowers.
That is so lovely. Did you carve these yourself?
Yes, I did. And
it's so cute.
It just needs to just look appetizing. And I'll make this. And the good thing with this particular salad is that it's fantastic for keeping it for a long time. So if you, like, I got this thing at home where Sundays are just the family time. And we always bless somebody to come and eat with us on Sunday. And we'll make something like this. And actually, we had this yesterday. This is why my son said I should mention his name. And we'll put it in the fridge. First thing, it really does well when it goes in the fridge and it cools, because within the dressing, there is lime juice and all that soaking is going in there. And then we just have some bread, which you can see over
sweet
here.
Potato
Our sweet
flatbread.
potatoes flatbread, which is over here. And the idea is that, I mean, as we will dish out in the studio, and we
dish out a bit,
eat.
and let me taste it for our viewers to see how good.
One of the things I also like with texture is I like watermelon, and like
I kid you not, I thought the watermelon was just for decoration.
I
when we
literally love
put it on the table.
It does so well with things like pork belly. So one thing with this salad as well, what is good about it is, even though I use prawns, and I know prawns can be quite dear, you can use chicken to do this salad. You can do pieces of grouper to do this salad. So it's not one of those, it's just prawns. And you can also use octopus. I love a bit of...
so you can substitute it with whatever protein you want to use.
It doesn't generally do well with like red meats.
So no beef and all those things.
Especially like lamb or something like that, because it's a little bit heavy. I think there's a whole debate about the seeds, right?
Yeah.
So for this purpose, we will ignore the seeds.
Because I am not a fan of the seeds.
Definitely. And then try and get some pieces in there. What I like about the watermelon is it's crunchy, but at the same time, it's literally no calories, isn't it? It's very little.
It's going to add a bit of water to the salad.
So at the table, we can decide to just mix it up.
Taste mine.
We can mix it up to the point.
Can we appreciate how that is? Wow.
We want the colors to come in. We want the sauces to come out. And you got to mix it up so that you can get everything mixed up together. And eat it with whatever you want to do.
So what do we have in here? And how will this, how is this a better alternative to all the carbs that we've grown to perceive as food? Some people say you've not eaten until you eat carbs.
I think what it is the thing with salads is, as long as you have the right type of dressings, and like I said, it's not full of this mayonnaise type of thing, you can actually eat a bigger bowl. I
just realized we didn't add mayonnaise to this, and it's still salad.
No. I am not a fan of great mayonnaise. I am a fan of it when it matters, but I think we can do a lot of salads without the mayonnaise. The good thing with this is you can eat a lot of it without feeling bad about it, because things that we are putting, like the cabbage, the cucumber, the peppers, the calorie content is not too much. It's very little, so you can get a big bowl and eat it. And like when we added carb, we added good carb, sweet potatoes, wheat bread, which is good carb to be able to do it. And I also find food like this, you eat it, you'll be full, but it won't be that full where you had that banku and you want to sleep. You need a half an hour to nap it off, type of thing. This type of food energizes you.
So I'm going to taste it. Oh, go ahead.
You're full, but you still have room to be energized and things. And one of the other things that you could do is, if you are on anything like plant-based diet, which is really good at the moment, and I've tried it, it's fantastic if you can do it, you can substitute the prawns and the sausages for things like the quinoa. You can do like kidney beans. You can do chippy as well within it, or even roasted butternut squash and roasted mushrooms, which is one of my favorite as well. So it's all like the whole family. You can do this salad and then decide whoever wants prawns has prawns. Whoever wants butternut squash or mushroom, who's not sort of a non-meater, can also have their bit as well. But they're not skimping on a taste. They are not skimping on a taste at all. I use groundnut oil to do the dressing, but you can also use coconut oil to be able to use it. The trick is, don't overdo it. All fats are fats, and they contain the same sort of calories, and so therefore when you're using them, don't be thinking just because it's coconut oil is so much better for me, then you load it up. No, you just need to make sure that it's in moderate. You follow the recipe and then you use it. Like this thing that we did, it's enough for 10 people.
Speaking of 10 people, I know David is around there getting jealous that I'm stuff in my face, so I'll just do his piece for him. But he eats it on off air. Don't worry, we'll chug it off air. Where do we follow you on social media, Chef Ruby?
So you can follow me on Chef Ruby Pencil. Instagram, I'm on Chef Ruby Pencil the same way on Facebook and YouTube. And I am always here to answer people. It's been very exciting. A lot of young people wanted to be chef, contacted me.
You're like the coolest chef I know, by the way.
I don't know about coolest. Yeah. I think it's realistic, vocational education, and creative, is fantastic. Actually. So I think we need to encourage people in this hard time to do some things for themselves.
Thank you so much for being with us.
You are so welcome.
And thank you at home for joining. So see, you can make this at home. Okay, if you don't have prawns, you can substitute it for other things. But as you can see on our table, everything here is locally sourced, right? And you'll be full because we put in so many different things. You have your groundnuts in there, you have your prawns, you have so many things. And of course, our sweet potato flatbread, which Chef Ruby said you can use by just boiling the sweet potato. You get this equal quantity of the sweet potato and flour, then you get it done. If you have any questions, follow her on social media and she'll answer them all for you. Hi there. We hope you enjoyed the show.
Make sure to subscribe, like, comment, and share with your friends.
This is Breakfast Daily on City TV.
Join the Breakfast Daily team Monday through Fridays from 7:30 a.m. to 10. Join us for breakfast daily, only on City TV.